Hi, a very warm welcome to Dusty Shelf Collectibles, where today we'll be building the stable block from Metcalfe Models. Yeah, so the stable block from Metcalfe Models. So I did a video recently on making the platform pieces. Very success. I don't know if it was good. They look pretty good on the layout, but yeah, it didn't go particularly brilliantly. But anyway, this is I saw this going through my local model shop. It's a model of the stable block. On one of my layouts, I've got a castle area with a bit of greenery in the middle, and I've got some horses grazing there under a tree. And I thought, yeah, actually, this would look good next to it, you know, in the ground as a stable block for those horses. So it's a cardboard model. So what we'll do is we'll take it over to the bench. Let's go through, build it, and see how we get on. Right, let's make a start. So you can see I've put down my card that I usually put down on the bench. If I move it over, you can see the state of the bench. I put this card down to make sure I don't get any dirt all over the models. So stable block, kit number 256. This one's in 00HO scale. I believe it's available in N-gauge as well. Metcalfe Models, they are based in Yorkshire, in Skipton in Yorkshire. So let's get it open and see what we got inside. Actually, before I start, just a quick mention again. So I use super glue, which is industrial grade super glue. Two different viscosities. This one's quite runny, this one's quite thick. And then with those, I use this spray, which is like an activator for the glue. Sets the glue off quite quickly, so you can sort of move parts to where you want them, spray this, and then it sets them off. Let's get this open and see what we got inside. I'll get my nail underneath the corner. Cool. Let's well stuck down. Okay. So we have ridge tiles, nice finishing strip there, formers by the look of it, yep, various formers, laser scored card, and the sheet A, the parts that you need to make the kit. I'm just going to pull out of here instructions. So general instructions that you get with all these kits that tell you how things go together, where to put the strengtheners, what's in the kit, and recommendations on what to use. You probably should read those, it would help. And then just runs through telling you how to put the kit together. And then finally the roof assembly, as you can see with the support beams, that'll be what these are for. And one of the things off with these kits, which is quite nice, is to take these out. They're all pre-cut, but they leave one side pre-attached for you to score through, and these are generally marked with the arrows that show you where to cut to release them from the card. So it doesn't look like an overly complicated kit. So let's make a start. Bring this back on, and I am going to follow the instructions on this so that I don't make a mess. All right, cutting. Right. I see where the tab goes now. That's what I wanted to check. Just cut through. So I'm just going to glue that tab onto here. Not with that glue on, not. Let's put a little bit of glue on here. That's it. Now it says to drop this into the slot and make sure it's flush with the rear wall, so I can do that. So let's just again a little bit down the side here, a little bit under here, and a little bit down that side, and I'll just give this a quick spray so that it takes. Move that across. That's it. Right, and that is absolutely flush with the back side of the. I'll just let that sit. Okay, so that's that done. Right. Now wrap the stable block rear and sides wall section around the base and the rear. So okay, so that's going to sit on there, and obviously tie down onto that's former. So let's just pop a little bit of glue around this as well. Just grab a little bit of cloth and wipe some excess glue away. Okay, and then this, as I say, is just going to wrap around like so. There you go. Just allow that to set. Do the tiny bit of glue still on this edge, it's not quite taken. Okay, and then we need to put the strengtheners in on the side walls. So glue 2 side strengtheners flush against both the side walls. Make sure the strengtheners are flush to the rear wall. So let's pop those in next. So grab the strengtheners, they'll be on this sheet. Okay, so we're going to want all 4 of these. There's 1. That would be 2. Okay, right, let's drop these in. Oh, wrong way round. Let's make sure we get it on the right side. Okay, that goes in like that. Next one. Goes in the back there, and then 2 on this side. So this one, and then this one. Right, so now I want the front wall. Slice this piece off of here. Piece. Let's do the same with this. Okay, so these two just glue together. And these create the door frame, so you can see they just show through, which yep, okay, it's no problem. Now something I have noticed is in this kit there's nothing to put on the floor of the stable, so I'm going to put some flooring in before I screw this on. Let's just drop that onto there. Get that lined up. Right, okay, that goes on there like so. That drops in and is recessed in. That's quite neat. That's quite neat. Okay, before I put that in, I am going to put my doors on it. So, I need to cut two of these tiny little windows out. Very, very fragile. That will be two. If I can get it to slide out, there you go. Okay, that's two windows cut. And these windows should fit directly into the window frames. So, okay, yep, it's not too bad. Right, what I'm actually going to do with these, let me just grab a something that's pretty good, cocktail sticks. find they're really good for areas like this where you just want to put a tiny bit of glue on. So I'm just going to tear a piece of card off the back of the packet and then put some glue on there for so I can just take a tiny bit of glue, put that down the sides. Okay, and then the windows just drop in like so. I'll change my glasses over so I can see a little bit better. That's it. That's the other window dropped in. Okay. Not taken. That one's not taken. Let's give those a minute to dry. Let's see if they've right, gluing the doors next. Okay, so the doors are various various doors here to do. So I'm going to do a full door and a half door. So let's do one of these first. These just glue together to give you the inside and outside of the door. So I'm going to do one of these as a complete door, one of them as a partial door. So let's do this one as the complete one. Like so. Sorry, I need to make sure I stay on camera. So that's the complete door, and let's do this as a partial door. So I'm just going to cut through the middle, like so. And the back of the door. Let's just glue these two bits together. That's one of them. That's the lower portion of the door. I'll just slide that in there, like so, and let that set. And we'll come back and clean that in a second. Let's do the top of the door. Now, it does state to make sure that you leave a very small gap around the periphery of the door as they set, so that they can drop into the hole, which I've done. Okay, that's good. So let me just see if these have gone off. Yeah, so that window needs redoing. That's no good. Right, so let's bring this back over. Put some more glue. back in. There you go. Right, and then the door. So I'm going to put a full door. Well, basically copying the pictures in the instructions. You can do whatever way you like. Obviously, it's okay. Let's drop that door in, like so. That looks pretty good. Okay, and then I was going to clean up the half door quickly with the knife, because there was a little bit of edge showing. So just take that off. A tiny bit on the top there as well. Just line that up. That looks good. Okay, so a little bit worried that when I put this in, if you look through the windows, that you can see the floor. So what I've done is I've just a piece of old scrap sandpaper, just a fine grit sandpaper. I've cut a couple of pieces out, and I'm just going to glue these down on the floor before I put the front of the building on. Drop that one in there. Let me just set that off. And let's do this side. Okay, I'll just slide that in like so. That's good. Perfect. And then when the front's on, you see, when you look through the windows, it just looks like there's a straw or hay down on the floor. Okay, let's go back to where we were on the instructions. So the doors are attached, the windows are in nice and firm. Okay, I think I'm ready. I'm happy to put the front on the building. So let's apply the glue in these recesses. That's one, down the front here, and in the recess there. Okay, that's good. I'll drop the front on there, and you can see how they countersink into the card. That's why I like these kits. They go together so nicely. It's looking really good. Okay, so I'll put that to one side, and I'll put my door over there because I'm going to come back to that. Right. Okay, so next bit. This is the base up here. We need to wrap around the corner block walls, so that'll be these here. So let's get this cut through again. You can see the arrows which indicate your cutting points. So you just slice through these bits. I'm actually going to take that through as well. Let's do this side. And this wraps around the base like so. Okay, that looks pretty good. I just got it up the wrong way. Let me just make sure I've got this correct that way round. That's it. With the joint in the corner. Right, so let's slide some take some of that excess glue off again so my fingers don't stick to everything. Put that down, and then this folds in around like so. keep that level and give it a quick spray. There you go, that looks good. It's all set nice and firm and it's all level and true. So now the corner strengthener, which is on the cardboard sheet. There it is here. So again, so on the cardboard sheet, I'm just going to run the knife all the way down. There's a localised area that's not cut through. Stop them falling out when you don't expect. Just like that. And this looks as though it slots in around and like so, like that, with this sitting in the groove inside. Now it does say to add a strengthening, but I've learnt from this one, I put the strengthener inside, and although, you know, if I'd left the door open you'd be able to see that, so I'm not going to put this a little piece of card on the side there on this one. I'm just going to glue it in. Just put some glue on those. Just drop that back in like so, and leave that to set. Okay. Yeah, so those eagle-eyed amongst you will have noted that I glued 2 formers on each side on this part, and the next instruction is now to put formers on here, which I've already used, so not to worry. Get a piece of card, and I've cut some new ones to go into here, so not a problem. So let's glue these in. That's it, like so, and one for this side. That goes in there like so. Okay, that's good. Right. Corner block, door and window. Right, let's have a look what we've got. So, that'll be this piece here. Let me just cut that through. That. Window. Right, and then this piece which goes behind to form the window. Right, we just drop that in there like so. So a little bit of glue. Perfect. While that's setting, back to the laser score sheet, and I'll just cut the window out. More glue on there. Tiny bit of glue along the edges there. Got a bit on the front. I don't want that. Right. Let's just drop that in there. Okay, that's that one done. And this goes inside to form part of the wall. So that's going to drop in like that. Okay. So before I do that, I'm going to do the same in here with the sandpaper. I won't bother in there because I don't think you're going to be able to see that. No, so it's only here and here. So let's do that now. Right. That's it. That's not bad. Right, let's drop that in there. Okay. A little bit of glue. Okay, that's perfect. And then I'm going to drop this in. So a bit of glue down here. A little bit of glue down that back edge. And yeah, I'm going to go down the edge here. Right. There you go. And I'm just going to give that a little bit of a spray just to set that off. Okay, so the next thing is the side door. Don't need to put any sandpaper in there because I don't think that's going to be visible either. So, looking at this corner block stable door, tack room. Choose whether to use either stable door or tack room door. I'm going to use the tack room door, which is this one. Just slice that through. Okay. Oh, I hadn't set. Let's just realign that. Okay. I'll leave that to set for a minute. Then we're going to realign the two buildings. Right, so the buildings sit like this. Sorry, it took me a moment to realise what I was looking at. So the buildings sit like this. You can glue them together. I don't want to do that. I'm going to keep them as two separate buildings. Probably leave a little bit of a gap between them. For now, anyway. So, I'm going to glue this piece in. Let's do that now. Just check that's gone together, yep. That's it, like so. Right, that's all good. So, on to the roofing structures. So, these look a little bit complicated. Read through this whole section before assembling the laser cut parts. See, so you can adapt construction to the build layout that you require. Okay. Okay, so this is basically the bit that comes over the canopy. So that's absolutely fine. It does look like we are going to attach the two buildings together. If you're keeping the stable block and corner block separate buildings, then you only need one centre pillar on all 5 braces. Right, okay. So, let's crack on and see what we can get together. So, we need to take, very carefully remove these pieces from the laser cut parts. those. There's one of those. That's that one. And then these are very, very fragile. So okay, let's slide these out as well. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right. Okay, so looking at what it says, these all fold together like so. They fold down the centre. Wow, these are very fragile. So I'm just going to score these. And these fold over. Like so. You see they just look very tricky. So I'll do the same with this one. Let's score all that down the middle. And give that one a go. Now where these are laser cut, you can see that they've got the details cut into them, so we want to keep those details on the outside of the part. There you go, that's good. Do this one. Just checking the camera is still recording. Not sitting here talking to myself, which I've done several times so far. Let me slide that through there. Actually hear some people outside at the moment, so sorry if the camera's picking that up. Right, put a little bit of glue on there. Let's give this a go. Okay, so glue these together. Actually says there's 5. I've left one in them. Take them all out. Okay, a little bit of a spray in there. Let me just put these together. They're quite troublesome really. It's such a small part. that's those done, and now onto these parts, which again are very fragile. To make sure I'm around the right way, I'm going to go this way round. Okay, and that will fold over like that. Okay, and let's just give that a little bit of a spray, making sure that they're flush together, because this will show. Yep. I think on these other ones I'm going to glue just a little bit more. Okay. And I'll just fold that over again, hold that while it dries. That's better. Okay, onto these ones. Okay, these. That's good. This one. Two more to do. Just going to check these line up, because that last one was a bit tricky. More glue on there. Okay, that's that one. And finally this one. Okay. Now need to have these pieces dropped in. So let me make sure I get these around the right way. So these are going to slot in like so. Right. I'm going to try not to get glue everywhere if I can help it. Yeah, a bit too much glue on that one, so I'll learn my lesson from that one and do the others slightly differently. That's better. Right. And then that drops into there like so. Yeah, that's better. That's one. This one's two. Again, learning from what I did before. That goes in there like that. Okay, so I think we're just about there. Right. So this goes at this end. So that one is going to fit into here somehow. Oh, I see, like that. And we're going to do it up that way. So for cardboard kit, this is very, very fiddly. I'm very surprised. Okay, and then finally we need to cut this piece out. And let me just slice this through. Right. And this forms the corner, apparently. There it is. Right. So we're going to bend that through 90 degrees like so. Right, and we're going to glue half of it onto this side. Yeah, like so. And the other half onto the here like so. Wow. Okay. I'm just trying to hold it so that it's sets right. There we go. Oh no, it didn't go. Oh dear, it's all falling apart. Right, let's start this again. Right, there we go. That wasn't easy at all. Right, I'm going to glue these two buildings together so that I can put the stable down. But I am going to put a little bit of the sandpaper down on here, just so that it finishes the edge off. So let me just check that that's what I really want to do. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Just gluing the corners just in case I change my mind. Now I'm going to, as I say, put a piece of that sandpaper over that edge. So it's not quite enough, so I've got to cut through here. Enough? Yeah, that's plenty. Just run around this quickly with a pencil. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this slightly longer so that I can bend the edge down. That'll do. Right, let's see how that fits. Yeah, not too bad at all. Okay. Right, let's glue that on there. Okay, that's good. Right, the next bit is to put this onto here, which is going to be fun. So right, let's go for it. So that goes onto there, and that goes onto there. Right. Well, actually, that's not terribly bad. I thought it was going to be a complete disaster at the beginning, but as it's gone on, it's not been overly bad, considering how delicate it all is. Yep, and it's still come away. Right, there you go. At last. Okay, next bit is the roof. Let's get the roof on. Right. So the roof is fairly straightforward by the look of it. So there's the corner block and the main block. So I'll just cut through here. Can't see where the split line is. There it is. That's the corner block out. Okay, and the roof block. Okay. Oh, drop that. Let's have a look what we've got here. So, corner block. How does this fit? I'm not absolutely sure, you know. Oh, I see. That's fairly straightforward. That's very straightforward, in fact. So let's get some glue on these. Okay. Now, as I say, these do come with edging strips that you can glue on. Some models I do put them on, others I don't. I think this one will be one that I don't put them on, because if you look at it, there's no real edges showing. It's you know, it's pretty clear. I've got glue absolutely everywhere. There you go, got that. Just about in time. Could have made a right mess of the model. Okay, that's good. Right, and let's get this one on. So, make sure that lines up nicely at this end. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I just want to put some glue down that edge. Right, let's just drop that on. Make sure that lines up nicely, and make sure it's seated properly at this end. Okay. Yep, that's fine. So there you go. Given the trouble with the front of that, that's actually come out and finished very nicely. I'm quite pleased with that. So final thing to do is obviously the upper door. I'm just going to drop that in if I can. I need to get a pair of tweezers for this bit. And just putting some glue on the door. Might be able to get my fingers in there, yeah. Let me just glue this in there. Like so. So, all in all, yeah, quite pleased with it. I've got a little bit of glue here. I may touch that in. But otherwise, roof looks pretty good. It's pretty square. A little bit of glue there. I may touch in with a paintbrush. But as a model goes, I think that's quite an attractive little model. Glad I put the sandpaper on there just to finish it off, and as you see, I could sort of crease the edge down, so now I can weather in different areas. But yeah, so I'll park that there for now, and then we'll move on and I'll put it on the layout later on. Right, overall I'm quite pleased with that. As you can see, just a few finishing touches on there. So the areas where I had some spilt glue, I've added in some very small areas of sort of moss growing, and you can see I've added in on the pathways. So all in all, I'm actually, it's come out quite well. Quite pleased with that. Again, over this side you can see I added a little bit of moss in there, and I've put some sort of moss around the base of the you know, where the struts go down, just to hide those rough edges. So next step, let's add it to the railway. Okay, so this is the castle scene on my layout, and I'd already got the horses in there, and the plan is for this to just sit over the back. Let me just lift it in gently. Yeah, so that has really set the scene off. I'll just move that a little bit and then I'll take a couple of pictures. I'll just make sure it's bedded into the grass just a tiny bit more. Yeah, not bad at all. Yes, that's another scene virtually complete on the layout. A few more bits to add in. I'll add some people at some point. And I will glue the building down. It's still lifting very slightly on the far corner, but you know, it really doesn't notice. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching, and catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.